Okay, so let's just talk about it. The Tamar Braxton situation. It has been a hot topic, and I've got my own feelings about this, so I'm just going to go on and put it out there. For people that did not know, last week there was a very cryptic Facebook or Instagram story that Tamar put up saying that she woke up and was missing 4 teeth in a pool of blood. She didn't know what happened, but she was happy to be alive, yada, yada, yada. And of course, that triggered concern. People were wondering what happened to her. And of course, we started doing our investigative work, right? So you look and you see that the day before, you see her in post with Funky Dineva, and there was another gentleman, I don't know his name, but they were at a club and they were celebrating Funky Dineva's birthday. So, of course, what do people say? What's going on with Funky Dineva? Does he know what's going on? He got on his platform and said, hey, she called me, asked for Dr. Heavenly's number, who Dr. Heavenly is a dentist that does a lot of reconstructive work in Atlanta that a lot of celebrities, go to for repairs that someone that Funky Dineva has used before, and that is his friend. Reached out, he gave her the number. I guess she told him what happened, and he didn't inquire anymore. If you know anything about Funky Dineva, you know how he talks. Like, that lady, because people were probably asking him, because I believe her message came out first, and then he said this. People had probably been reaching out, asking what happened, because they put two and two together that they were at an event together. He said that he went to her house, didn't go in, kind of, I would assume, picked up a car and then went on about his business, because people wanted to tie him to that. So let's just talk about it. I have been following Funky Dineva for as long as he's been on YouTube, and we know his language. We know how he speaks. If you follow any of his videos, he calls everybody that lady. He calls people fish. That's just his comedic side. That's how he talks. But when I heard about this Tamar situation, he started referring to her as that lady. I didn't find it to be offensive because I know what type of language he uses in his videos. That's what he was saying. What I also noticed, and I took note of this, is he might know what happened, but he wasn't going to put that girl's business out there. He wasn't going to put his business. And I just find it very interesting that people decided he's going to be the villain and that he's jealous of Tamar. If you watch the video of them coming into the club, you can see that Funky Dineva was not a bit interested in being at the club. Again, if you follow him, you know he is not really the club scene. He doesn't like a lot of, you know, foo la la for his birthday celebrations. Like, he wanted something kind of quaint. He's not a clubber like that. He goes with one friend. It was another friend in Miami that he would be at, but they would be at a bar. So all the turn up, the yelling, yada, 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 I just felt like that was a lot for him. And what I can gather from him is he's a bit shy with all their personalities, different being behind a computer screen and then being out in public. So I took it as not wanting to tell Tamar's business because it's none of our business, and just didn't say much. He left it. I didn't feel like he was unconcerned. There were conversations that were probably had between him and his friend, but let's not villainize people. The next thing that came out was she was with Mendices. We all know Mendices from Love and Hip Hop, and guess what? Mendices is a married man. So they're saying that she was with him. Now, if that is the case, would you want your friend telling that? Because that doesn't look good. Because what if Funky Dineva would have came out and said you were catting around with somebody's husband? Then people would have been mad at him still. Either way it goes, people just choose to feel a way about him, and they're going to come up with their own opinion. He said as little as he possibly could that turned him into the villain and someone that has done something nefarious. But Tamar didn't come and defend him either. So I don't know why people expect him to come out and say so much when she's saying very little. She put it out there about how she woke up. If she didn't want to discuss it and really get to the bottom of it, or tell us the updates that she's finding out, hey, somebody did something to my drink, just don't put it out. But this is typical on brand for Tamar to have people talking about her. This is what I see from her. I think that there's something going on with her that's bigger than what, just being loud and being Tamar. It's something going on, and it is always a need to be in the forefront of a story. That's my take on it.